Sports and being on a team can teach us valuable lessons about selflessness, teamwork, and perseverance. On an Indian reservation in northern Arizona lives a man who has dedicated his life to helping local youth use basketball to achieve success both on and off the court.
This is the Navajo Reservation, which is they say that's one of the biggest reservations in the United States. Shanley is more northeast of the reservation. If you go 30 miles east of here, you're going to go into New Mexico. In the old days, the young men were the warriors. They were the ones training to defend the people. That's not there anymore, but sports is kind of like a modern-day warrior. If you go on the reservation, you're always going to find a goal. It's everywhere you go. They grew up playing the game, and so I guess you could say the majority of the natives or Navajo tribe have played the game.
There's not much to do in Shanley. You don't have a theater, you don't have activities to do, so I had friends who were in gangs at a very young age, doing crazy things, and I don't want that for myself. Basketball to me is, making yourself a better person, to be better every day, working on mistakes to be better every day. My dad always talked about putting a concrete slab here for us. I like the dirt.
Rezball here on the res is just mainly having fun while playing.
Just getting on that court makes me forget about everything on the outside without all the drama and stuff. Clears my head. Kept me out of trouble, that's for sure. Yeah, I like playing ball, man.
Our grandparents played before us, our parents played before us.
And now I got the little kids playing.
The reason they call Rezball is because they'll just play. If you're open, you shoot it regardless of what circumstances might be. Just playing, and there's no structure, I guess you could say. I try to make it more structure. Everything has to have a purpose. It's got to lead to something positive.
Go, go! Keep moving!
My name is Raul Mendoza. I'm the head basketball coach here at Shanley High School, and this is my second year here.
Go to one, okay?
Here, I would say 96 to 98% of the students are Navajos.
He needs to catch his set his feet and go instead of floating.
I've coached 40 years as a basketball coach, and I've also, this will be my 38th year as far as head coach. When I was a child, I picked cotton, I chopped weeds, I worked on the fields, I did all that. And to be honest with you, didn't like it, it was hard work. So when I went to school, I said, this is a lot better. When basketball came around, for me, that was something I wanted to do. Sports can be a great teacher, and that's what we try to get the kids to understand, that the court is more like a practice to be successful. Going to work, there was always something different. I worked with a lot of suicidal situations, crisis situations. That's probably the most satisfying part, that I was able to help others go through their storms of life,
Mr. Mendoza, Hall of Famer, legend. This is my first year coaching alongside with him. I've learned a lot. There's so much more to learn from him, He's wise, his philosophy of coaching is really different from others. He knows what it takes. He's got a ring. He's very well known around the reservation as a good coach.
Be patient, get a good shot.
I work a lot on trying to get to know the kids.
Yeah.
not only on the basketball court, but I also try to relate with them from their background. I had some kids on the team that were very hard. They never showed any emotion. And when we won state championship, most of them were crying. Winning a championship did something for those kids.
Shanley 65, Wonder Rock 44.
Basketball has always been popular. Cooper enjoys it. It motivates him to do good in school. And it keeps them away from alcohol, drugs, and getting into trouble. It makes him think about his future too, what he wants to do.
In my family, I was the first one to go to school. I was the first one to graduate from high school, first one to graduate from everything. With the Navajo, they're very close as far as family. They don't want to leave. But some of them realize that if they go to college, they're going to have to go elsewhere to get a job because they won't have the opportunity on the reservation to get that job.
Rez is always going to be here. It's where we're from, where our ancestors and our history came from. Like, it's sacred. There's just nothing here on the Rez but basketball and sports. Just something that runs through our blood. You could be feeling really sad one day and then you play ball and you get on that court, you're just makes you a lot better. Like when you hear that swish, right there, yep, when you hear the swish, it makes it a lot better.
When you love something, you do anything. I can't retire. I have to keep doing what I enjoy doing. And as long as I have the opportunity, I think I'm gonna do it.